Hannah Martin wrote a book about makeup, and she wrote it for you and me. You know who Hannah Martin is. I'm always raving about her. She's one of the, what would you call her, the preeminent makeup artists in all of Great Britain and the world, honestly. And I've told you all the famous royals who she's made up that we're not supposed to talk about. But she's written this for you and me. I got so excited when I found out she'd written a book. And then when I got it, the first thing I did was I looked up to see if she did anything for mature women. You know, I'm going to put this down for a minute. You know, I've raved and raved about her tutorial on YouTube that she does on her mother-in-law. And what is the first thing? So I opened this up, and what is the first thing that I found? Mature skin. So this is her mother-in-law. She lives in Kenya. She's absolutely gorgeous. Well, you can see that. And Hannah Martin made her up on YouTube, but she also made her up and told me the steps in the book. So I'm very excited, and that's what we're going to do today. I've got a lot of the products she mentioned, so I thought today I would copy what Hannah has to say. But she talks about skin preparation, which I want to study, paragraph by paragraph. Dewy finish, let's see, skin prep. She gives you products that she mentions and suggests, and there's a wide range from, drugstore to, I guess you'd call it department store. So she does makeup, she does skincare, where it all started, skin prep, the base, foundation, concealer, powder, color and warmth, blush, brows, eyes, lips, extra highlighter and glitter and no makeup, male grooming. Ladies, take care of your man and teach him how to groom himself. 5-minute makeup, online makeup. Oh, I've got to look at that because I'm online. You do know that I'm not wearing any makeup, right? You can tell, right? It takes guts to come out here without makeup. And so she gives you all the steps, and we're going to do the steps today. I'm really excited. I've been raving about this for so long. So let's start. And she gives you a list of all the products that she used. Okay, so she's saying that a lot of mature women are still using the same makeup and the same routine that they did, like 20, 30, 40 years ago, and it's time to step up our game. So she teaches us how to step up our game in her book. So let's start in the beginning. Prep the skin. So before I prep my skin, and I've got really, it's really moist. My skin is very moist. I did a whole number on it. I've got eye makeup. She's telling that you need essence. I love essence. I've told you that before. So first I put on essence, and then I put on some serum, then eye cream, and then SPF. So she suggests using Estee Lauder. It's called Futurist Hydra Rescue. So we're gonna do that. Here we go. Now, how am I going to look at myself and put it on? Well, first of all, I have to take my glasses off. Well, then I can't read. We're just gonna do this together. Okay, so she suggests putting on this first. Now, I've been using, and I'm going to use, because it's Bobbi Brown, I'm going to use Bobbi Brown's makeup brush. So let's see how this goes on. Cover up that red. Get rid of that red. Gee, you know what? I haven't used this in a long time, and I love the way it's looking. And I love ooh, it really looks nice. Okay, so this is the Hydra Rescue. So that's the first step. Look at that. It really, now the flavor of this. The color of this is, I know what it is. It's fresco. That's the one that works. Woo. I really like the way this fresco looks. Now, okay, so that's first. Now, what is second? Second, let's see. Even though with a lightweight base, be wary of too much powder. I don't really use very much powder. So I use a corrector. So what this does is, if you've got blue, here under your eyes, I use it's kind of a peach tone, and it's called Light, oh my goodness. It's called Light Bisque. I've been using this for years. So it's kind of a peachy color, and that makes the blue and the green disappear. I don't think I have green, but I do have blue. So I put it right in here, and I put it just where the caverns are. See? So let me put some more on. And I put it right down here. I've got some discoloration here. She doesn't mention it, but okay. All right, so I've just used the corrector, and there the blue is gone. Okay. Now, what does she say next? Corrector. I think she says, she says that there's a concealer called Bye Bye Under Eyes, by IT Cosmetics. You know what? I don't have it. So I'm using Bobbi Brown's, this is called Light Bisque Corrector. So it corrects those the dark colors around my eyes. Then we go to bronzers. Now she mentions Fenty cream bronzer, but I fell in love with, it's Bobbi Brown, it's not cream, is it Stonegate? Is it Stone Street? You'd think I'd know. Look at this. I'm very excited because I have hit pan. Have you hit pan on your bronzer? I'm stoked. Okay, but the next thing she does is she uses bronzer. I don't want to have too much. And she uses it around the edges of the face with a cream bronzer. Okay, edges of my face. Well, here. Okay. You know what it does? You know what bronzer does? Is it just kind of warms up your face a little. Hannah doesn't do this, but I kind of put it on my nose, and, well, I'm not, should I put it on my cheeks? I'm going to put it on my cheeks. Okay, she doesn't put it on the cheeks, but I'm going to. You know where else I've been doing it? Well, wait, I shouldn't confuse you. I've been putting it on my eyes like shadow, but we're not doing that because because Hannah doesn't do that. Okay, so we just go around the face, warm it up a little bit. Because I have bangs and scars, so I put a little up here too. If you have, it's funny, she's got, Hannah has a large forehead, and she measures it by fingers. Maybe I have a large forehead. And so she always puts cream bronzer on her forehead. Because I have bangs, I don't. But you get to choose. But she always has bronzer, and she puts bronzer on all the people that she puts makeup on. But so I'm going to put just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Okay, warms it up. Okay, so I'm going to add a pop of color. Now, Hannah used a color called, so she used pale pink. Let's see which one. I've got them both. You would know that I would, because if Hannah says so, I do it. Pale pink. So and the way she does it, and she tells you how, she says you put a couple of, she uses her fingers and goes like this. And then she takes them and she puts it on her hand so she doesn't go on the face with too much. She, takes not the most off, she takes some of it off. Okay, so I'm going to put it, now, did you know that there are styles of putting on blush. And so I think the style lately has been to put it up high. But I just didn't get that. So I'm putting it on the fattest parts of my cheeks. So I'm putting just a little. Look at that. Okay. And just a little on this side. Look at that. And remember, Bobbi Brown, remember when I told you that I told Bobbi Brown that when I put blush on that it looks like it's a pleat, so that it's pink, white, and she said, don't smile. So I'm not smiling. I'm taking the majority of it off and just putting a little there. Okay? I don't know, is it too much? You kind of have to wait until you've got it all on. Okay, blush. Next, she said to do my eyebrows. So I use Benefit's Gimme Brow, and I use it they've got it in gray, which is perfect. So I'm going to use this in gray, and it's the first thing I do. So this is gray, and I think I need a new one. Okay, so this is Gimme Brow. So look at my brows now. You know, do you see a brow? Very little. Okay, and I'm going to put, and you know what? Who was it who told me she represented Benefit in the UK, and she said, Lisa Potter Dixon, and I did a live with her on Instagram, and she told me to go backwards. How about that? Go backwards when you put on. So she introduced this to, as I say, to the United Kingdom. And so I go backwards when I put it on, and then I go forwards. Now, what I noticed the other day with my brows was that there were kind of gaps in my brows. So I got something called Brow Wiz by Anastasia, and it just kind of, and I use it, wait a second. Well, I'm going to put this down. It's going to go down, and then I'm going to put, so this is Brow Wiz, and it's in the color ash brown, and it's just, I just kind of fill in where the Gimme Brow doesn't. And I use, can you see it's got such a tiny point. See how tiny it is? That you can just kind of fill in. And I do it with just very short strokes. So Hannah says to use a powder, and this is like using a powder. And then she says to make it stay, you put on, let me find it, you put on a gel. I thought I had it with me. I don't. But I'm going to use Gimme Brow again to make them stay up. Your whatever hairs you've got, stay up. Or get a brow gel. Next, what does she say to do? Sweep a wash of shadow all over the lid through the crease of the eye. And the one she recommends, or that she used on her mother-in-law, is it's Charlotte Tilbury's Eyes to Mesmerize. And I got it in the color Champagne. And she mentions the color Champagne over here also. So she talks about, the products that she uses. And this is the one, Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. That's the one I bought without even knowing. So let's see, let me put it on. And you put it on with your finger. Look, and it's kind of shimmery. Don't be afraid of shimmer, guys. Don't be afraid. It looks good. It looks moist. I mean, I wouldn't go with full-on metallic, but so I'm putting this on, and I'm going a little higher than the crease because when I close my eyes, it makes me look like that I've got more mobile lid. Can you see? It's right up here. it's where all those, you know, those folds on your eyelid folds are. Okay, so now I've got my eyes to mesmerize on my eyelids, and then define the eye with a little liner right into the root of the lashes. A lot of people don't use eyeliner. I need it because if I don't use it, my eyes just kind of fade, even with mascara. So what I've been doing is, I know this isn't Hannah. Hannah, I'm sorry if I'm doing something you're not doing. But what I got this L'Oreal Voluminous Base, and I've been putting it on. Hannah uses a eyelash curler. I got angry at mine and I threw it away because I used the eyelash curler and my lashes would just go straight. So what I've been doing lately is I bought this L'Oreal Voluminous Primer for my eyelashes. Wait till you see. You see that I have none right now, right? Okay, this is not a magnifying glass. So I'm trying to, how about that for doing it without seeing anything? Not bad, huh? So I got this one at the pharmacy. I tried the Lancome. They've got one, but you know what? It irritated my eyes. And I'm amazed that this doesn't. The L'Oreal from the drugstore seems to be fine. Now I'm going to let it dry a little bit. There, I figure it's dry. And then I got this new mascara. This is by Telescopic Lift, and it's by L'Oreal. And the woman at the drugstore said it's fabulous. Okay, I'll give it a try, right? So here we go. Now I'm trying to get it at the bottom. And I'm not going to make a mascara face. So let's see. So what I do, instead of curling my eyelashes, which is what you can even see a picture of her curling her mother-in-law's eyelashes, I kind of hold them back. You know, I push them as if they are being curled. And this way they've got, you know, this mascara on them. They've got the eyelash primer. Tell me, does that look better? Oh my goodness, look at that. Amazing. Okay, so this is Telescopic Lift. And I'm putting it on the other side. And this is so much better than if I'd curled my eyelashes. Now, what I do, look at that. See? I mean, that's amazing to me. Okay, so that's my mascara. So it's because I put on that primer, that L'Oreal Volumizing Primer. And what I've been doing, instead of putting a liner, what she does is she puts a liner on and then she buffs it. So, and I mean, like this would be the kind of brush. Wait, there's an even better. This, look at, see? And I think that this is Sephora. See, it's a tiny little brush and you can put it on your eyelids and brush away the liner so that it's much softer. So what I do is that I just put liner between the eyelashes. So I'm not putting a line here. I'm not putting a line underneath. I'm only doing it where there are gaps in my mascara. Is there a difference? Can you see the difference between putting a little bit of liner between the eyelashes? But you know what? Maybe it's just fine without any of that stuff. The pencil I'm using is by Lancome, and I bought it because I was told that it just doesn't budge. And it doesn't budge if you let it dry. I mean, I had to rub it off my arm when I tested it. So I think doesn't this look better than when I came on? You know, I think so. Yet it's very subtle. It's not a lot of stuff. And now the lipstick. So what I did was, because this is a very bright, see, I'm wearing pink, so it's think pink. Okay. So what I did today, I sharpened all my pencils because everything was dull. I couldn't stand it. Okay, so I'm just doing it ever so lightly. Remember, you don't want the look of dark eyeliner with a dark lip liner with lighter lipstick. So I'm just putting a little bit on my lips, and okay, and then I'm going to put some lipstick on. So I'm going to use, here, I've got the Estee Lauder. Is this the one? Yeah. Now, doesn't this look great? You know what? It's very fresh. It doesn't look, it's just very fresh. It's easy. It doesn't take, so it's a great look. Do I look like her mother-in-law? I don't think so. So it's a very, you can see the eye makeup, it's a very fresh, it's a very youthful look, yet at the same time it's contemporary. It makes the best out of you. So, is that the right word? So I can't rave enough. As I say, what happened was, it arrived yesterday, no, the day before yesterday. I saw it, and the first thing I did was I looked it up to see if she had any makeup for mature women. The minute I saw that, I just went for that. But I will try some of the other looks because I think it would be fun to follow along with how she makes up 5-minute makeup. I don't know if I can do that. 5-minute makeup and whatever else it is in here, and also her routine for her skin. You know what she uses, and what she suggests, and the order you do it. So I think it'll be fun, right? So it's makeup by Hannah Martin. It's wonderful. You'll have a good time. Enjoy. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to have you hit the like button, the little thumbs up, and to also subscribe and enjoy. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.